Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Vilas Morje. I am from Murjim. Hello. I am from Murjim. I could like to submit my suggestion and objection to Goa Coastal Zone Management Authority, which has prepared a plan. First, fishing what? Hello. First, fishing ward which was shown in the map, now shown as CRZ3, which is an undistributed land. Now, under section 5, government should acquire this land for traditional inhabitant of the place, especially fishermen, for the fishing ram, for traditional access to be made available to go to the beach. The authority which has inspected the site blindly have not marked anything on the beach. They have neither shown any access to go on the beach to local traditional fishermen. No fishing ram in survey number 171 at Vittaldas Wada, Murjim and Temwada, survey number 117 has not been shown on the plan. No herds of the fishermen has not been shown on the plan. Panchayat had submitted the said plan and which has not been considered. We had taken all the people into consideration and submitted the plan accordingly, which has been rejected and not been considered. 12 nautical mile which has been marked. But what will happen after 12 nautical mile? If fishermen will be allowed to do fishing after this 12 nautical mile, or whatever acts will be implemented, and with all the control of this will be going to central government or Goa government will have it. If no, if yes, then they should come with the order, and with the order so that people should understand that Goa government has the power, not the central government, because it will have a big impact of the coal transportation after Waterways Act once it is implemented. If it is implemented, then the power will go to central government and the coal transportation will take place, and Goa government will have no powers to stop them. Due to cyclone, recent cyclone, fishermen had many problems because all the encroachment has been done by the land mafia which have bought the place in Goa. And now the fishermen cannot park their boats in the government area. So I request government to act fast and demark their area first, which they have on the plan. You have taken the data saying that of the DSLR, they have failed. They have not shown the road properly. They have not shown the houses of the traditional inhabitant of the place living along the coastal salt for many years. They have not shown the crematorium of the fishermen living along the side prior to 1991. We have failed. So you have to go back to the village, bring the plan, bring your team, and go back to the villages. So you should know it where you have not taken local body into confidence, local people who knows the knowledge where high tide and low tide should be. And this has created a big disaster. Tomorrow nobody will be there to answer our children. So who will answer? The government or the authority? Authority has failed, because I am making a charge here, because the data given by Fisheries Department, they have not shown anything. They have given you land center, fish landing site, fishing ward boundary, fishing breeding area, fisherman community, hall, net mending fish, where government will provide, because already area has been encroached. And fishermen are shouting because as per your guidelines, you cannot give a permission. And if government doesn't acquire under CRZ 5 of the 2011 notification, it will be a total disaster for Goa. So I urge the Coastal Zone Management Authority to please look into it and make it this plan for Goa and Goans. Now, second, this thing, beach carrying capacity report should be public. So public should know where the beach carrying capacity of the concerned village has been there or not, or it has been exist. And you all had also not shown temporary government shacks, which are many people of our village are living on the bread and butter, is the bread and butter for them. So I request you to please mark that government temporary structure shack so that they get the permanent bread for their life. No hotel project should be brought under any investment promotion board unless and until the road, the approval of the Town and Country Department, because Town and Country Planning Department gives a propose of RP 221. Where you go on the side, there is no road. So please, before giving permissions, you all take into this consideration, and bringing the project, you have to see the water problem of the village and the sanitization, because if anything happens and there is no water, what will be the cost? Where the people will live and how they will survive? I don't know, but government should take this into consideration and act fast so that this can be ignored. The ban of the shown by WRD is not proper, because as per the Supreme Court guidelines, if any authority wants to construct the ban, they need a owner NOC. Now, after this shown on the plan by WRD department, will the government will act, and the NOCs, without the NOCs, that ban will be carried, any section will be implemented, to amendment will be implemented to get that NOCs clause removed. And most an important thing, you have said that port limit has been removed from the plan, but still it is there. So I request government to denotify. If you have denotified, where is the copy placed before the public? If you have denotified the plan, defortified the port limit, which is still exists. So I request government to show that, because this will create a big nuisance to the local community, and port will have all the liability in Goa, which we don't want our people and the children's coming in years to suffer, because the no powers of the government will be there, no control, and all the corporate sector will take over, and only we will be working as their gardener in the future, our children. If leaving traditional fishing and other activities of the agriculture, which is coming in the 500 and salt Khazan land, or whatever it is there in the area which need to be protected, I request government to think twice before act. Once this is finalized, we cannot go back and say, no, we did a mistake. Before that, I request government to put it before the public again, and the experts should go to the site, taking our consideration and sort out the issue, and then go for that MOF approval, which is there, which government wants to do. But we need to do a human development first, better than doing the development for all the people from called land mafia, which is coming from all over the country. Thank you, given me this opportunity to speak. Okay.
Thank you, Vilas. The next speaker is speaker number 60, Pavan Morji. Okay, continue.
Turtle nesting site of Morjim, which has already been demarked. Okay. So I request government that which has been demarked, it is there on the plan. So turtle nesting, don't make a mess and say their whole turtle nesting from Morjim to Manrem. So I request government which already demarked, which is under forest, please take that into consideration and make it a good plan for Morjim and all parts of Goa. So our people should not come on the roads again and again. It's a shame that people are coming and shouting that we have not been, our suggestion and objection have not been taken serious by the concerned authorities. I request concerned authorities to take the note of it. Rather than the minister, the concerned authorities should brief these ministers or all the environmentalists who are there from the MOF should come to the side of the each village and take committee. You all have taken the committee, but they have not done anything. They have not identified the fishermen houses or whatever it is that they have not identified. So I request government that fishing community or other community committee which was there of the local representative has not even come once to inspect, because they have not informed the local authorities while coming on the site. So I request you all to make, don't go, because this was to be given to the NGT in 2011. Now we are in 2021. So after that which is the 2019 you are going to do. You are trying to get 50 meters from high tide level. And what will be the impact? You all just can you imagine? Environmentalists, you just imagine if you make a 50 meters, it will be very difficult for Goan people to sustain. So I request you all, when you are making this plan, think of 2019 plan, which central government has already told you all to prepare. We are preparing this 2011 plan, and accordingly we have to prepare 2019. So for 2019, you have said that for families living 2 kilometers, some density population, which will be completed as urban areas, whatever it is. But urban areas, if you make urban areas, it will be a disaster, because people in especially village like Morjim or other, they are not very rich people there. So what taxes will go high, the FSI will grow, a settlement zone will be there, and this is RP 221 will be, as you all you know that people you know how it get passed, RP 221. The TCP gives blind permission saying that it is proposed RP 221 as per section 16B, which is in the High Court. And it is while giving the permission, they put a remark subject to the condition under section 16B. So I request government to act and save our Goa under this plan. So tomorrow everybody has the right to live in their own state, not like other state where we need to beg. This is a Goa, and Goa has always been the prime location for the other people coming from the state. So I request, entertainment zone is not been notified by government yet. So it has just come, this thing, government has not done this thing. So, but I can't, no, that has to be come on paper, this thing, we should have a paper. And entertainment zone, all the people from the Manrem and Morjim, all the villages will be taken. Government should take them into confidence and then go ahead with that project. I'm not. Okay. Thank you.